and welcome back to Mini by MMM, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how can you crochet this beautiful mesh bow. This one was a requested video from one of my Instagram followers. So I have finally crocheted this and I have made the video. So let's get started. So I'm going to use this 100% acrylic yarn and I'm going to use 3.5 mm crochet hook. Now we are going to start first with a slip knot. Now we are going to insert the hook into this, and now we are going to chain 104. So here we have chained 104. Now we are going to skip first 7 chains from the hook, and into the 8th chain space we are going to make a slip stitch. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Skip the 7 stitches and make a slip stitch into the 8th chain space. So here we have created our first mesh. Now we are going to chain 4. 1 2 3 4, and now we are going to skip the next 2 chain space, and into the 3rd chain space we are going to again make a slip stitch, and here we have created a second mesh. Like this we are going to continue for this entire round. So we are going to chain 4 and we are going to skip the next 2 chain space and make a slip stitch. So we are going to continue this pattern unless we reach till the last 3 stitches of this chain. So continue making this pattern until you are left only with the last 3 chain space. So here we have completed our entire row and we are just left with the last 3 stitches. When you are at the end, you are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we are going to make 1 double crochet into the last stitch to complete this row, and this is how we are going to end, and we have completed our row 1. Now we are going to start with the row 2. So first we are going to chain 4, 1 2 3 and 4. Now we are going to turn the work like this. Now you are going to skip this first chain space where you had made 2 chain spaces. So skip that chain space and into the next chain space, that is your 4th chain space. Here you are going to make a slip stitch, and this is your first mesh of the row 2, and like this we are going to continue. Now make chain 4 and make a slip stitch into this chain space that we had made in the previous round, and like this we are going to continue this pattern, chain 4 and slip stitch into this chain space till we are left only with the last chain space over here. So continue making this for this entire row. So here we have completed our entire round, and now we are on the end of this row, and now we are going to chain 2, and now we are going to make 1 double crochet into this chain space to complete this round. This is end decrease like this, and now again we are going to chain 4 and turn the work and repeat all the steps that we have made. So you are going to repeat this row till you get 7 rows, same as before. You are going to chain 4 and make a slip stitch into this chain space, and at the end you are going to make 2 chains and make 1 double crochet and repeat this round. So you are going to make total of 7 rows in the same way. So you are going to chain 4, skip this first chain space and make a slip stitch into this chain space. Now again we are going to chain 4 and make a slip stitch into the next chain space. Now like this you are going to repeat this rounds till you get total of 7 rows. So here we have completed our all the rows. At the end we are going to make one chain and cut off the excess thread. And this is how our work looks like till now. Now we are going to make the border. Now we are going to make border onto this side. So let's start from the corner. So now we are going to start making the border. Insert the hook into this corner stitch and we are going to attach the other color. If you want to attach the same color then you can go ahead with the same, but I want my border to be into a different color, so I'm adding the purple color. And we are going to attach and make chain 1 to secure it. Now we are going to continue making one single slip stitch into each of these stitches that we have created onto this row. For this row we are going to continue making a single slip stitch in each and every stitches. So go ahead and keep making your slip stitches for this entire row. So here we have completed this round. As you can see, this is the first row of our border. Make sure you do not go into these stitches, that is chain 4 stitches at the corner. Now for the next row you are going to chain 1, turn the work, and now you are just going to work into the back loops of these stitches of the previous round. So you are going to make a slip stitch only into the back loops. So for this round we are also going to make one single slip stitch into each and every stitch, but only into the back loops. So the row 2 and 3 will be same. You are going to chain 1 and you are going to make a slip stitch for this entire row, but only into the back loops. So here we have completed our third row, and now we are going to start with working with the sides corners of the bow. So start with chain 1 and we are going to move across the sides of the bow and make slip stitch into each and every stitch of this bow. So here we are going to start by making a slip stitch. So you are going to go along this side of the bow and then you are going to go onto this side of the bow and then repeat these steps onto this side as well. So go ahead and start making a slip stitch across the bows, and I like to make 2 slip stitches at the corner, but you can follow whichever pattern you want and continue making slip stitches. So you're going to make slip stitch all around this bow and you're going to repeat it for the 3 times, just as you have made it onto this side of the bow. And as you made the row 2 and 3 only into the back loops, you are going to repeat the same onto this side as well. So here we have completed our all these stitches, and now we are going to make this bow. First we are going to fold this into half like this and again fold it into half like this. Now we are going to mark these stitches like this. So we are going to stitch from here to here. So we have roughly stitched the bow right here, and we're going to cut off this excess threads. Now fold this bow like this, and we are going to tie a thread onto the center. cut off the excess. Now we are going to make a little strap to cover this side. So we are going to take any color that you want into the center. We are going to make a slip knot. And so here I have chained 15, and now I am going to make single crochets into each of the stitches to make the strap. So just chain 15 and just make a single crochet into each of the stitches. I have completed this strap. I'm just going to chain one and leave the thread. And I'm going to stick this with the help of a glue gun. So I'll be back once I stick this, and I'll show you once it is done. So do let me know in the comment section below, how did you find this cute little mesh crochet bow. If you want to buy my crochet products, and if you want to see what more products we have, then you can follow me onto my Instagram store, and you can also follow me onto my personal ID as well. Both the links are down in the description box below. If you like this video, then do share it with your friends and family. And if you love watching crochet with more videos, then do not forget to subscribe my channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.